Hi, my name is Anitra. Let's talk about hockey, reflecting on the 2022-2023 hockey season.
It's been a rough few years. My mom really started showing her illness in the fall of 2018. She passed in March 2019. A month later, my mentor passed. I was really looking forward to turning the page on 2019 and moving into 2020. But we all know how that went. 2020 was definitely not a year to lift the spirits and pull someone out of a grief spiral. During that time frame, our family also said goodbye to two beloved dogs. From 2020 until now, work has been stressful in many ways, between trying to keep backcountry trail crews safe from illness and fires, both of which can require complex evacuations, yet camping them in areas that have water and decent weather, and dealing with staff turnover. There has been a lot to work through, lots of slack to pick up, and some hard conversations to be had. And then there's all the stuff going on both in the US and worldwide. As is pretty standard for me, when things get to be too much, I retreat. I keep people at arm's distance and put up walls around me. I start to spiral into unhealthy habits. I don't exercise or eat well. I have horrible sleep patterns, napping as often as possible, staying up too late, waking up as late as possible, all while tossing and turning all night. I am an emotional roller coaster and get really angry at everyone and everything, and then incredibly sad at the same things. It's been rough, and I've been in some dark places. I felt stuck and unable to get moving or make decisions. When I had the energy, I would work on things that did bring me some happiness. Being with my niece and nephew, working on YouTube videos, cuddling the dog, things like that. Truth be told, I was so in the darkness I barely noticed they were building a huge arena and ice complex 4.6 miles from my house, and that an American Hockey League, AHL, team was coming to the Coachella Valley. Given that my areas of study in college and grad school were sport management and athletic administration, not being aware is pretty surprising and telling. Luckily, and unbeknownst to me, my neighbor Luann got in on the ground floor and secured season tickets. In late December 2022, she invited me to go to a game with her. I really had no interest or knowledge about hockey other than Wayne Gretzky was awesome and the names Bobby Clarke, Ron Hextall, and Eric Lindros. I also really didn't feel like doing anything with anyone. It was nothing about Luann, it was just the darkness I was feeling. Reflecting back, Luann has been inviting me to do stuff for more than 10 years, but I've always kind of kept her at arm's distance, which makes sense because I met her right before my mom's diagnosis, and I've been pushing people away since then. But to Luann's credit, she kept inviting me to stuff, no matter how many excuses I had as to why I couldn't come or participate. For whatever reason, this time I said yes. We actually went as a group of 6. Luann, my other neighbors John and Maria, their adult daughter, who's technically my former neighbor, Kayla, and her boyfriend Max, and me. It was fun. I had a good time. I was enjoying the company and the energy of the building. From what I could tell, the hockey was high quality too. I had a really great time. We had a really great time. The rest of the season, Luann would text me frequently to see if I wanted to go with her to the hockey game. I didn't go to every game they played, but if I wasn't already committed to working, I went to every game she invited me to. I got to know the other people in the section and started looking forward to not only going to the game with my friend and neighbor, but also seeing new friends. My neighbor, this team, the players, the staff, and the fans let some light into the darkness. As it turns out, our Coachella Valley Firebirds were a really good hockey team. So good they made the playoffs and kept winning. They won round after round, winning a hard-fought Pacific Division championship against arguably the best team in the league, Calgary. We went on to win the Western Division championships against Milwaukee. Our Firebirds made it to the Calder Cup finals in their first year. They played their hearts out. We cheered our hearts out. Everyone left it all out there. The Firebirds took it to 7 games, and Game 7 went into overtime. We came up just a bit short. It's gut-wrenching to be so close to winning, but what this team gave me, what this team gave our valley, the community this team built, it's a different kind of win. At a time when there's so much divisiveness, hardship, and sadness in the world, they brought so many people together. They gave us light and love, and I hope we gave it back. I have so much love for this team. I'll forever remember and be grateful to this team for the light they provided me, and of course to Luann for exposing me to the light. I don't know that words really do it justice, but although the darkness is still lurking, I have an excitement I didn't have before. I have hope for consistently better, less stressful, and happier days. Throughout my life, whenever I'd go through challenging times, a wise woman, my mom, would tell me, "This too shall pass." I kept telling myself that same mantra, but after 4 or so years, I wasn't sure if it were still true. Who would have thought that a brand new AHL ice hockey team in the hot SoCal desert would be the vehicle to help things pass? One of my favorite movies has a line that's also possibly a quote from Babe Ruth. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. The 22-23 season was legendary. I'll love that team forever. And I'm also looking forward to the 23-24 season. Let's go, Firebirds. Let's go.
We just finished being on the ice. So much fun.
If you enjoyed that retrospective and reflection, go ahead, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below. And if you're struggling, I'll just remind you that this too shall pass. Until next time, let's go Firebirds!